What if I told you that right now, while you're sitting there feeling unsure about yourself, asking yourself what you're meant to do, wondering if your life matters? What if I told you that you're actually doing exactly what your soul is supposed to do? What if all those regular moments you think don't matter, those small things you do that you think aren't important, those daily hard times you wish you didn't have, what if they are your special job? According to Edgar Cayce, most people are doing what their soul wants them to do without even knowing it. They're looking for some big answer, some amazing job from the stars, some magical calling while their soul is quietly checking off the list through their everyday life. And Cayce found 5 clear signs that prove you're already doing your job. Signs that are right in front of you. Signs you've probably been missing for years. Once you see them, you'll never doubt what you're meant to do again. The hidden job. Here's what nobody tells you about soul jobs. They rarely look like what you think they should. Edgar Cayce learned this the hard way. People would come for readings expecting to hear they were meant to be healers, teachers, world changers. Instead, he'd tell them their job was to be kind to their hard-to-get-along-with neighbor, to raise their kids with patience, to show up at their regular job and do the right thing. They'd leave feeling disappointed. That's it. That's my big purpose. But years later, they'd write back amazed. That hard-to-get-along-with neighbor they were kind to decided not to kill themselves because of their kindness. Those children raised with patience became healers who helped thousands. That regular job done with honesty inspired coworkers to change their whole lives. The job was happening all along. They just couldn't see it because it looked too normal. Over 14,000 readings taught Cayce one really important truth. Your soul's job is usually hiding inside your regular life, and there are 5 signs that show you're already doing it. Sign 1. People keep coming to you for the same thing. The first sign is so easy to see we miss it. People always come to you for something specific. Not because you advertise it, not because you have a certificate for it. They just come. Always the one people tell their secrets to. Always the one who explains hard things simply. Always the one who makes others laugh when they're sad. Always the one who fixes things that are broken. That's not luck. That's your job. A janitor came to Cayce feeling worthless. He cleaned offices at night. Nobody important. Nothing special. He wanted to know his soul's purpose. Cayce's reading surprised him. You're not a janitor. You're a protector of special space. Every office you clean belongs to someone fighting battles you can't see. Your presence, your energy, your care creates a place where souls can work without mess. 3 people haven't quit their jobs because walking into their clean office gave them strength to keep going. 2 marriages were saved because stressed husbands and wives could think clearly in the space you prepared. But then Cayce showed him the sign. Notice how workers stay late just to talk with you. How they tell you things they don't tell doctors. You're not cleaning offices. You're cleaning souls. Every small conversation is a healing time. Your soul's job is happening every night at 2 a.m. in empty buildings. The janitor broke down. He thought people talked to him because he was just there, but they were pulled to him. His job was disguised as cleaning work. What do people always come to you for? That thing you do so naturally you don't even think about it. That's not a random skill. That's your soul's job in action. Sign 2. Your biggest hurt became your strangest power. The second sign is deep. The thing that hurt you most has somehow become the exact tool you use to help others. Your wound became your medicine. Your sad story became your teaching. Lost a parent when young, and now you naturally help people who are sad. Survived addiction, and now you spot struggling souls before anyone else. Went through betrayal, and now you help others trust again. Your soul planned this. It's not mean irony. It's smart design. The woman came to Cayce angry about her childhood stutter. It destroyed her confidence, limited her career, made her feel broken. Now at 45, she worked quietly as a librarian, hiding from the world. Cayce's reading showed something amazing. Your stutter wasn't a broken part. It was equipment. In ancient Egypt, you were a mean judge who used words to destroy lives. Your soul chose the stutter to force you to find other ways of talking to people. Look at your life now. Children who won't talk to anyone else open up to you. Why? because you don't need words to understand them. Your wound is your job. But here's what shocked her most. Count how many children you've helped find the right book. The book that changed their life. The book that saved them. You couldn't speak easily, so you became a guardian of written words. Your job was never to talk. It was to connect souls with the exact words they needed to read. She later found out she'd recommended life-changing books to over 2,000 children. Her wound wasn't blocking her job, it was making it happen. Think about your deepest hurt. Now look at how you help others. See the connection? That's your soul's smart planning. Sign 3. You keep accidentally being in the right place at the right time. The third sign seems like luck but isn't. You keep finding yourself exactly where someone needs you. Exactly when they need you. Not planned, not on purpose, just happening to be there. Ran into someone just as they were about to make a terrible choice. Showed up somewhere without planning to and stopped a crisis. Said exactly what someone needed to hear without knowing they needed it. Once is luck, twice is coincidence. But if it keeps happening, that's your soul's GPS working perfectly. A traveling salesman felt his life was messy. No stability, always moving, never building anything that lasts. He came to Cayce really needing to find his real purpose. Cayce's reading gave him chills. Your soul chose constant movement for a reason. You're what we call a mobile angel. In the past 7 years, you've been in exactly 23 locations at the exact moment someone needed help. The woman whose car broke down before she could drive off a bridge. The teenager in the diner who changed his mind about running away because of your casual conversation. The businessman in the hotel bar who didn't go through with stealing because you mentioned doing the right thing. But then Cayce added, you think you sell products? You actually deliver divine timing. Your territory isn't about places. It's about karma. Your soul guides you to meet other souls at their important moments. That restlessness you feel, that's not failure to settle down. That's your soul's radar finding the next assignment. The man kept a journal after that. Within a year, he wrote down 47 times when being there by accident changed someone's path. His purposeless wandering was actually exact soul work. If you keep accidentally being where you're needed, that's not luck. That's your job, sign 4. You're ordinary. Actions create ripples. You never see the fourth sign is invisible to you but visible to the universe. Your seemingly small actions create chain reactions of change you never see. That smile you gave to a stranger, that patient explanation to a confused customer, that door you held, that compliment you gave. These aren't just nice gestures. They're job activities. A retired postal worker came to Cayce feeling she'd wasted her life. 40 years delivering mail. Nothing important, nothing meaningful. What was her purpose? Cayce's reading left everyone speechless. You delivered 1.4 million pieces of mail, but you actually delivered hope. The grandmother whose only joy was letters from grandchildren. You made sure they arrived on rainy days when she needed them most. The man waiting for test results. Your cheerful presence made unbearable days bearable. The love letters, the acceptance letters, the forgiveness letters. You were the bridge between souls reaching for each other. But here's what amazed her. That teenage boy on Route 4 who you smiled at every day for 3 years. He was planning suicide. Your daily smile was the only kindness he got. He's now a counselor who saved dozens of lives. He saves others because you saved him without knowing it. Your meaningless mail route prevented 73 suicides through that one smile ripple effect. She never knew. The boy never told her, but her soul knew exactly what it was doing. Your ordinary actions that seem meaningless. Your soul is creating masterpieces with them. You just can't see the whole painting yet. Now, if you're starting to recognize these signs in your own life, drop a comment, even just a heart. If you're realizing maybe, just maybe, you've been on your job all along. Because when we acknowledge these signs together, we strengthen each other's recognition. The fifth sign is the most confusing. That thing you consider your biggest failure, weakness, or problem keeps becoming the exact thing that helps others most. Can't keep a relationship but give the best relationship advice. Failed at business but somehow guide others to success. Struggled with depression but lift others from darkness. This isn't irony. This is your soul's advanced class. A woman came to Cayce ashamed. 3 divorces. She felt like a relationship failure. How could someone who couldn't keep love have any purpose? Casey's reading changed her shame to wonder. You're not a failure at marriage. You're a specialist in endings. Your soul chose to master the art of conscious completion. Each divorce taught you how to end with grace, forgiveness, and growth. Now look at your life. How many people come to you during breakups? How many couples have you helped separate without destroying each other? How many children have you helped through their parents' divorce? But then the real truth. You're teaching what most souls never learn. How to let go with love. Your failures are actually PhD-level training in conscious transition. You've helped 34 couples divorce with dignity. Their children didn't carry trauma because you showed their parents how to end well. Your job was never to model permanent marriage. It was to model conscious completion. She became a mediator specializing in kind divorce, helped thousands end relationships without ending each other. Her biggest failure was actually her greatest qualification. What do you consider your biggest failure? Now look at who comes to you for help with exactly that issue. That's not coincidence. That's your soul saying, this wound qualifies you for this specific healing work. The job hiding in plain sight. Here's what Cayce discovered that changes everything. Most soul jobs aren't exotic. They're beautifully ordinary. They're hidden in how you treat the cashier when you're tired, the way you listen when someone needs to talk, your patience with difficult people, your persistence through boring tasks, your kindness when no one's watching. The CEO came to Cayce wanting to know his spiritual job. He ran a huge company, had wealth and power, but felt empty. What was his soul's purpose? Cayce surprised him. Your job isn't the company. It's the security guard you greet every morning. For 8 years, your real good morning, Robert, has been the only respect he receives. He hasn't quit because of you. His son sees him keeping dignity because of you. That son will become a civil rights lawyer because he watched his father be treated as equal by one person. You. Your empire means nothing to your soul. That daily greeting is everything. The CEO was shocked. He thought his job had to be huge. But his soul measured success in moments of real humanity, not company achievements. Why most people miss their job. This is important. Most people miss their job because they're looking for it outside their life instead of inside it. They're waiting for a voice from heaven, a dramatic calling, permission to begin. Meanwhile, their soul is screaming, "You're doing it right now. That thing you do every day. That's it." A housewife came to Cayce depressed. Her friends were doing important things. She just raised kids and kept house. Cayce's reading made her cry. You've created a sanctuary where 4 souls can remember who they are. Your home isn't shelter. It's a recharging station for spirits. Your cooking isn't food. It's love made real. 3 of your 4 children will change thousands of lives because you gave them the foundation. Foundations are underground, but everything stands on them. Years later, one child became a doctor who developed a life-saving treatment. Another became a teacher who inspired a future president. Her meaningless housework was actually world-changing soul work. The beautiful truth about your job. Here's what Cayce wants everyone to understand. Your job isn't something you'll do someday. It's something you're doing today. It's not waiting for you to be ready. It's happening while you think you're not ready. That job you hate, someone there needs exactly what you bring. That family situation that drains you. You're the healing element. That struggle you wish you didn't have. It's qualifying you for specific work. Your job isn't glamorous because real soul work rarely is. It's showing up, being kind when you're tired, doing the right thing when no one's watching. If you've recognized even one of these signs in your life, your soul wants you to know something. You're not behind. You're not off track. You're not missing your purpose. You're living it. Every day you show up, you're on your job. Every small kindness, you're on your job. Every person you help without thinking about it, you're on your job. Every wound you change into wisdom, you're on your job. The 5 signs aren't there to show your job. They're there to show that your job is already happening. Has been all along? Will continue as long as you keep being you. Stop looking for your job. Start recognizing it. It's in what people thank you for. What comes naturally to you. What you do without being asked. What you can't help but care about. Share this with someone who thinks they have no purpose. Someone who feels ordinary, small, jobless. They need to know their everyday life might be someone else's answered prayer. Comment below which sign made you realize you've been on your job all along. Because when we share these recognitions, we create a wave of souls remembering their worth. Subscribe if you're ready to stop looking for your purpose and start seeing it everywhere in your beautifully ordinary life. The final discovery, Edgar. Cayce's greatest discovery wasn't that everyone has a job. It was that everyone is already completing their job through the simple act of being themselves. Your kindness to the grocery clerk, your patience with your difficult relative job, your showing up to the job you don't love job. You thought your job would be extraordinary, but your soul knew better. It chose the ordinary path because that's where the real work happens. In the everyday moments where nobody's watching, where there's no applause, where the only witness is the universe itself, you're not waiting for your job to begin. You're not preparing for your purpose. You're not almost ready to matter. You're doing it right now. With every breath, every choice, every small act of everyday existence, your soul isn't disappointed that your life looks ordinary. Your soul is amazed that you keep showing up. Keep caring. Keep trying without even knowing you're completing sacred assignments. The 5 signs were there all along, hidden in plain sight, waiting for this moment when you'd finally see them. And now you do. Welcome to the recognition that you've been on your job all along. Your soul has been trying to tell you you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you came to do.